Today, I am going to teach you how to make a simple do-it-yourself. Thanks for watching. Here's how I made an automated alcohol dispenser for less than $3. First, I grabbed an old glass jar. I removed the label and cleaned the jar. I got a submersible DC water pump and some aquarium tubing. I attached the tube to the pump, then I drilled some holes on the jar's lid. I then inserted the tube and the power cable of the pump through the lid. If your tube is too long, use your scissors to cut it. I then hot glued the proximity sensor and super glued the transistor on the lid. Now here's a schematic for wiring the components. I then wired and soldered everything together. I grabbed the USB cable, then cut the other end and spliced the two wires. After soldering, I covered everything in hot glue. The project is USB powered. You can use a charger or a power bank for portability. I then recycled the plastic end of a dried out ball pen as a nozzle. It's now time to fill the dispenser with soap or isopropyl alcohol. The full tutorial can be found from my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Today I'm going to show you how I made a powerful Bluetooth speaker or boombox from scratch. I started by marking my cutouts on a 1/4 inch thick wood. Measurements were acquired from the speaker drivers that I've chosen. You can use a manual saw to cut the wood, but I used an electric jigsaw to speed up the process. A drill and a jigsaw are really handy tools for cutting holes. I then used a piece of sandpaper to smoothen the surface and the edges of the wooden panels. I used super glue to temporarily hold them together and used wood glue afterwards to increase the strength. I then used a file to flatten the protruding edges. Wooden braces were also added for strength. I bought a yard of denim, then cut it for my enclosure skin. Contact cement or rugby was used as an adhesive between the cloth and the enclosure. I drilled some holes and added a door handle for carrying my boombox. I let the glue dry for a couple of hours under the sun. I then hot glued my lithium batteries and mounted my speakers in place. Bolts and a torque wrench were used to fasten them in place. Here's a diagram for the wiring. I started mounting the crossovers, then added wires to the speakers. I also added a passive driver for additional bass. I then added a charger and wired the amplifier to the speakers and to the batteries. The Bluetooth amplifier comes with button commands, so I added some straws to extend my reach to the buttons. And when you're done, you can seal and assemble the back panel. And that's how you make a Bluetooth boombox from scratch. You can check my profile for more DIY projects.